Yo, he can't sit next to me no more though, on God.
That's a fact.
Okay.
For sure. Janice, how was your flight?
What up, whores? It's Jenny the Gaga.
Huh?
My flight was amazing.
That's her intro. That's her intro.
That's my intro.
That's the intro.
Hey, and welcome to Lena Listens. My name is Lena, coming to y'all with my thoughts and reviews about the JBP. Alright, y'all, I think I made a good decision by waiting until the evening to watch this Patreon featuring Janice Hart. It was a good pod, but man, it was a little all over the place, just a little bit, nothing too crazy, just the questions. They were getting to the nits and grits about Janice's professions and the adult film star lean, as well as her comedic lean. As the interview went on, they asked Parks for his thoughts or if he had any questions, and I understand Parks' answer. He basically said not really, because once SA, and everything along those lines was brought up, it pretty much changed the mood. I'm paraphrasing, but I get it because it did take a turn rather quickly. But when you're in the sex industry, no matter the level, once someone get to asking about the origin story or how this all came about and start asking the deep questions, the conversation and the person's layers will get pulled back like an onion. It just happens. It got serious quick. She probably thought it was going to be an interview where it's nothing but fun and industry related questions, but they was getting to it, all while having some fun though. I will give them that. They still kept it playful. They still kept it fun. I was cracking up when Joe said he was asking Vice type questions, but we can't be too surprised by the interview styles. You have a room full of people minus Ice. He got out of Dodge, but yeah, a room full of people with their own thoughts and ideas for the one person. An array of questions were bound to happen. Mona kicked off the questions to Janice, and I wonder if Mona and Janice went over some of these questions before she arrived, or were they all off the cuff? I don't know. I came across Janice on Instagram years ago, eons ago, many moons ago, and based on some other things, I can see why guys would be flustered. The amount of we heard once she got there. If we took a shot for every time we heard that, we all would be laid out on the floor, drunk. Okay. And speaking of, I made sure to stop and watch everyone's face individually to her walking in. I wanted to see their reactions to the walk-in. You darn right I did. Ninjas were fighting for their lives. It was a sight to see. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a sight to see indeed. Mark and Joe can't ever sit on a couch together. I'm starting to think that is the seat. It gotta be that seat, because everyone suddenly becomes Bernie Mac with the jokes and carrying on when they're in that seat. It makes for good potting, so maybe he should sit over there more. Shoot, they all can play musical chairs with that seat, for all I care. If little old me knows about Janice, I wonder if any of the guys had to go into fuller details about work on Friday. All of the ladies probably tuned in for the entire episode too. You know how they always say, oh, it's hour 2. She's not watching. Oh, it's hour 3. I can get this off. Nah. They was there from Patrones to Bang. They was there from top to bottom, I'm sure. The interaction I was looking forward to the most was Imani's and Janice's. Given that he's a single man up there, it started off good. I just knew it'll get taken somewhere else, but boy was I wrong towards the end. The pimp and hoe topic and the let me help you build topic dried it up in there at the end. I was like, dang, how y'all get here? You can feel the rhythm between those two in the beginning, but by the end of the pod, the rhythm was out the door. If you saw the pod, were there any questions you think the gang missed? Any missed opportunities? Did they hit all the questions you thought they would hit? Let me know. I know folks was giving Mona hell in the comments, but I do agree with something she said during the serious conversation. She mentioned being shapely early as a kid and navigating that so early on. And I agree with this wholeheartedly. I share the same sentiments. As a curvy woman, I had my shape early on too, naturally. And I remember trying to cover up a lot or try to hide it all. Now, granted, I never had any traumatic experiences of any sorts, but you feel the eyes on you more when you have hella body, especially early. You know, we legit can't help it. So I agree with Mona on that. People don't talk about that a lot. It's literally nothing we could have done differently. And as I got older, I just accepted it for what it was. Like, it's genetics, what I'm going to do. I can't help that this is what it is. All in all, this was a good pod. I liked it. It was fun. And it was fun watching the guys do their best with Janice in the room. That was so funny. They were trying not to come off too freaked out. I think Janice did well up there too. And I figured she would. She's been on other pods. I did see her interview on Poor Mods last year. It was last January to be exact. That was a good one. And boy, you know those girls got to the nits and grits with Janice. If you saw the episode, let me know your thoughts. This Patreon episode, that is. Oh, real quick. When Joe asked Manny, did you ever kill those ninjas? I was cracking up. And I said to myself, come on, Manny, you remember that callback. He eventually got it. As always, feel free to drop your key takeaways in the comments. If you're feeling the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all. Bye.